What's your emergency?
Welcome back to That Weewoo Show, a podcast where we watch and discuss episodes of the ABC show 911. I'm Ellen.
I'm Alice.
And I'm Bex.
And welcome to Season 5. Here we are in Season 5.
Yay!
Hooray, we made it. Thank you to everybody who has been listening to our episodes so far and has commented. We see your comments and we love you, especially Kira. Thank you. Mwah. If you...
Your paycheck is in the mail.
Don't say that. Yes, we really appreciate everyone who's been commenting and sharing our social media posts. Thank you. Before we get into this episode, what are we gonna say? What happened in the last season, or?
All right. Last season on 911, Maddie was pregnant, COVID happened, a dam broke, Chim delivered a baby underground, May joined dispatch, Buck pranked Eddie with a smart home, a woman died during a block party after being spooked by a corgi in a locked gate mystery, Buck began, then was jinxed, Ravi was introduced, Bobby and Michael became armchair telescope detectives, Eddie hooked up with Anna, and Buck reunited with my beloved Taylor Kelly, Albert almost died in a freeway pileup while his niece was born, Hen and Karen broke some laws after becoming foster parents, but having to allow the kid to be reunited with her birth mother. Sue was hit by a car and we had a mini Josh Begins. The gang found treasure and Eddie got shot.
Whew. That's a lot.
And that's what you missed on 911.
This week, we are going to discuss the season 5 premiere called Panic, and I am very disappointed that was not Panic ! Because I had so many Panic in the Disco style puns lined up for this episode, and I'm not going to be able to use any of them.
Okay.
I'm absolutely bereft. So Panic aired for the first time on September 20th in 2021. And the official summary that the network released tells us in this episode that a series of ransomware threats leads to an overabundance of emergencies for the 118, including a medevac helicopter crash at the hospital, which was like the last 10 seconds of the episode, and an air traffic control tower system failure, which wasn't actually their emergency, but okay. Meanwhile, Athena must visit her traumatic attack when the case of the realtor serial rapist goes to trial. Eddie suffers a health scare, and Maddie's postpartum depression worsens.
That was longer than the whole season 4 wrap-up.
Pretty much. And triggers for anybody who has not seen the episode yet, we have abuse of power, our generic cops, a car accident, a drowning threat, flashbacks to assault, but don't think that's entirely accurate, heart attack, panic attack, postpartum depression, PTSD, and rapist at large. Also, I'm going to add in a gore warning there as well.
Oh, yeah. That surprised me. But we'll get there.
We will.
Fair warning up front, we didn't all love this episode. It's like, okay, there are parts of it that are really exciting and kind of well done. And then there are other parts that are just like, oh, really? I don't know. But, I mean, it was written, the writers were Tim Minear and Juan Carlos Cotto, who we know that we like their episodes. So the exciting parts of the episode are actually exciting for that reason.
Look, up front, I'm not going to say that it wasn't that the episode was badly written. It wasn't necessarily that the episode was badly acted. I have problems with what was written. Like, the actual storylines is what I have issues with, not the writing.
Yeah.
But I can share my thoughts at the end of the episode, I think, once we've gone through all of it.
Well, at the start, I was just so excited because it's been a few weeks since we've actually watched any of the show, because we've been doing wrap-ups and things.
Well, since you watched any, we've been watching season 9.
Oh, you have? Yeah, yeah.
And
but
honestly, I don't know if
watched...
it's because I've been watching season 9, but I had a great time with this episode.
It doesn't bode well for the future.
No, it doesn't help Ellen. Sorry,
Well,
Ellen.
I was excited just to go back to see the guys again. Like, I was like, oh,
True.
my babies, they're back. It was good to see them.
Too bad we didn't get to see a lot of them this week.
No, that's right. Maybe that's why I didn't like it as much. Not enough 118 time.
Valid. Absolutely valid. But we do get them for the very start of the episode. And
Yeah.
I have to say that this opening sequence is amazing.
It's very
It
dramatic.
absolutely looks amazing. It's very dramatic. They don't do enough with it, but I do appreciate the how elaborate it is. And I'm assuming that they would have had to have filmed this on location too, so just the logistics into filming this, I appreciate the effort that must have gone into it.
Yeah, I wonder if they did, because this has got to be like this is Hollywood Boulevard, right? It's like part of the
I'm
busiest
assuming
part of
it is-
LA. So,
I'm assuming it is Hollywood Boulevard because we see overhead the street and you can see the stars on the footpath.
yeah, and there's the
And
theatre.
then the other kind of, there's the Man's Chinese Theatre,
Yeah,
then they cut to Hollywood and Highland Shopping Centre, so it's smack bang in the middle of Hollywood. Who knows? I didn't care enough to actually look up to see what went into filming the behind the scenes. But it was just a thought I had, was like, I don't think this is all computer generated. I wonder if they really did shut down a section of Hollywood Boulevard to film this. But it looks like a zombie film to start with. It looks like something out of the opening sequence of something like 28 Days Later, because the street is deserted. Is almost, when it starts, there's no sound. There are cars and one of those tourist buses abandoned. The street is covered in rubbish. There's a car on fire, and the 118 are just slowly walking down the street. Maybe it would have been cooler if it had been a zombie apocalypse.
Yeah.
Season 10, Tim, if you're listening to this, can we get a zombie
Oh,
apocalypse?
don't give him
Look.
any ideas.
Yeah, look, by the way that 911 is going, season 10 will be a zombie apocalypse. I don't even think we need to hint at it. It'll just full on turn into The Walking Dead and everyone will be like, okay, I guess this is what we're doing now. Sure, why not?
But it's not a zombie apocalypse. I don't know where everybody is, but the 118 are not alone on Hollywood Boulevard, because as they are walking along, they are side-eyeing something that we can't see on screen, and when the camera pans over, there is what I assume is a vulture sitting on a
looks
food
like
cart.
a vulture.
And then over to their right is a flock of emus. And then there's a giraffe.
When the giraffe came in, I was like, I got basically jump scared by the giraffe because they were.
Is this not just what California's like?
It's just giraffes walking
Not
around the street.
emus.
Yeah, true.
Why the fuck would there be emus walking up and down Hollywood Boulevard?
I mean, we're used to it here, so didn't realise it was abnormal.
Yeah, there are monkeys climbing all over the Chinese theatre, and wolves running in the sort of
Quote unquote wolves.
yeah.
Probably the same wolves that were in the Lone Star crossover.
The big dogs, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, yes, and then oh yeah, they walk into the courtyard in front of the theatre kind of thing, and there's like camels walking past.
Yes. Which I call bullshit on because those camels have leading harnesses on.
Yeah, maybe
They've
were
just
doing
been
And
hanging
it
if
out.
they
blind
are
or
from the
something.
zoo, which is what the implication is, unless the LA Zoo goes in for that kind of exploitation of animal, I mean, I know all zoos exploit animals to some degree, but I don't think they would be giving out camel rides. Those camels should not have leading harnesses on.
Mm-hmm.
But I know they can't just have camels wandering freely. The handler actually needs to be able to handle them. I get that, but it Anyway, yes, there's camels and then there's an elephant, and Bobby turns around and goes, I really thought this year was going to be different.
I did laugh at that. Like
We are
it went
so sorry,
very
Bobby.
it went very meta this episode, and I quite enjoyed it.
So, this is the animals assuming they came from a zoo and everyone's cleared out because there's a gigantic crash in the street outside. This actual scene does not happen in this episode. Like, the lead up to this kind of devastation happens at the end, but this walking through the middle of it is not actually in this episode. So
Yeah, because we get we get this scene and then we jump back in time to 1 week earlier. And yes, I mean, spoiler alert, this season opener is a 3-parter, so we will eventually catch up with ourselves. And
Only 3 parts. What a nice, refreshing change.
don't even get me started. I'm going to be ranting enough about this episode. You don't need to.
I know. Let's not get into season 9.
Season 9.
oh, it's how many episodes have you had so far? 4?
I don't know. It's
15.
It's just a thing. Yeah, it feels like 15. At least 15.
But okay, season 5. 1 week before the elephants and giraffes and camels and emus went on, like, zoo animals' day out. By the way, how did they get there? Because that's like 7 miles from the closest zoo, assuming they got out from LA Zoo. But
What the fuck's a mile?
anyway,
Maybe we'll find
know.
out in the next episode how the animals get there.
Maybe it's like 1.6 kilometers. So call it 1 mile is 2 kilometers.
Oh, then
so
they
it's
just
like,
walked.
It's 12 kilometers.
Oh, it's 12 kilometers. They, I don't know, walked quickly. Why did they all go at the same location? I don't know. They were seeing the stars. What else do you do if you find yourself in Hollywood?
I don't.
Don't
I just
know.
wanted to see the Walk of Fame, okay? Don't shame them.
Okay, so 1 week before Zoo Animal Day Out, as they trekked across Griffin Park to get to see the Hollywood Walk of Fame, Maddie has not only slept through her alarm, but she's managed to sleep through Chim's alarm as well. And she gets up all in a panic to discover Chim, and I'm surprised that Ji-yoon is still a baby Ji-yoon having breakfast.
She's a little bit older than she was last time we saw her.
Yeah, she's eating food. Like, she's eating pureed pears.
So some time has passed.
I think I saw somewhere that said it was... Actually, I think we do get a reference. It's 4 months since the end of season 4.
Okay. That's long enough for her to be... Oh, yeah, probably is. Because she was like a few months old at the end of season 4.
I mean, it's a little early to be starting
Yeah.
solids, but that's just me.
Pureed pear is probably okay for before, like a less than 1-year-old.
They haven't heard of baby-led weaning, clearly.
But even if you're doing, like, purees, they really should... Anyway, this is not a parenting podcast.
Yes.
So Chim said that when Maddie slept through her alarm, that was probably a sign that she needed to sleep, so he let her go, and does the whole guiding the audience through exposition. She's like, "Oh, Maddie, what's your plan for today?" Which Maddie dutifully tells him. She's like, "But you knew all that." I'm like, "Yes, Maddie, but we, the audience, didn't know that. So somebody needs to tell us what your plans are for today."
Thanks, exposition, Chim.
And one of the things that she's going to do is go to her doctor, who I'm assuming is a doctor for treatment of her postpartum depression.
He suggests that the tiredness is a side effect of one of her medications, and Maddie's just like shutting him down. Like, look, you don't need to worry about me. This is not your job. It's like, what kind of is his job, Maddie? He just wants to look after you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She says she'll talk to the doctor, and he goes to work.
Yes.
And she looks kind of sad still.
She does look very sad, very tired, very not herself.
Yeah.
So because Chim was doing baby duty for the morning, the rest of the 118 have already arrived at the station, and they're all shooting pool up in the loft area.
This was one of the good scenes. I liked it.
Eddie is sharing his plans with the 118, while Buck criticizes them, or at least tries to put them in context for Eddie. Because apparently Eddie has been invited to accompany Anna to a christening.
Yeah, so Eddie's meeting everybody. Anna's parents, her tios, her tias, her primos, aka her uncles, her aunts, and her cousins. Her whole family's going to be there. And Buck's like, yep, that sounds pretty serious.
Buck gets still, like, really defensive about, like, he sounds really put out by the fact that this is happening. I'm like, what?
Yeah.
Why are you like this?
They're both like this. What are you talking about?
Buck's like, you haven't spoken about her for like 4 months, and now you all of a sudden go into this christening? Like, what?
Actually, at one point, Eddie actually calls her Anna again. And I was like, oh, not this again. He still doesn't know how to
Eddie
say
still
her
doesn't
name.
know her name, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like, it's not like it's Anna and Eddie's baby Buck. And Chim just picks that moment to arrive. And he says, that's right, baby Buck.
But then he's on Buck's side when they fill him in that Eddie's going to a christening with Anna. He's like, oh, that's serious.
Yeah. And he's like, God damn it.
And interestingly, Buck has some pop culture references. He goes like, it's, you know, she's showing you off to the entire family. It's like the opening scene of The Godfather. And then Bobby is the one that corrects him and goes, that's actually the, like, final scene of The Godfather.
Buck tried, okay? Maybe he only saw the end. He walked in while Chim was watching the end. And was just like, oh, this is The Godfather.
I don't know. Just don't even try, Buck. But Bobby's either very supportive or pretending to be very supportive of Eddie, tells him that he'll have a great time. Eddie tangents away and says that he's, you know, really excited, and that Chris is really excited and really looking forward to it, and he's even agreed to get a new suit because, you know, he's completely outgrown the last one, which, you know, the last time he wore that was his mother's funeral. Like, damn,
Ouch.
Eddie.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then everyone kind of... Oops, okay.
But then they get saved by the bell because everybody's phones start buzzing. But Bobby says that there is an earthquake alert. Bucks has a tsunami warning. Eddie has a mudslide warning. To which Chim replies, wow, that sounds like our greatest hits.
Very
It's
meta.
great. It's so meta.
Hen's phone is also buzzing, and they kind of look at her and like, okay, shit, what kind of emergency do you have? And she's like, no, apparently I'm calling 911.
And she's not the only one.
Yes. Because we cut to dispatch, where
Everyone's
multiple
calling
dispatchers
911.
are dealing with multiple people who are apparently calling 911, but they don't have emergencies.
They are like a bunch of different dispatchers all have like, what's your emergency? And they have someone on the other end going, who's this? I didn't call you. What happened? So Josh kind of says to everyone, you know, there's a problem with cell phone providers. We don't know how to tell between serious calls and not serious calls. So if you don't have an actual emergency, get the hell off the phone so that people who need us can get through. And so one of the women who's called 911 and Linda answers, her like, you know, satellite navigation is not working properly, and it keeps saying recalculating. And Linda's like, ma'am, are you in need of emergency assistance? And she's just like, what? Well, who said that? This one is like so stupid.
Not only did whoever hacked the cell phone providers manage to hack into every single person's phone and get them to dial 911, but it also managed to put the phone on speaker.
Apparently.
Yeah. Unless she's just got it turned up really loud.
I mean, to be fair, if I tell Siri to call someone on speaker, then it'll call it on speaker. So it's possible.
It is? Okay. No, you can actually see on the screen that the speaker button, the speaker icon is eliminated, so it's been put on speaker.
Yeah.
Yeah, this woman is so stupid. So her GPS has taken her completely off route. At what point do you just stop the car?
I know, she just keeps driving. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, what? like, she's obviously trying to go somewhere. Maybe she's going to a nice restaurant. At what point do you go, this, like, I'm suddenly in the industrial section of town and I'm driving into a port and there are shipping containers. This does not look like the restaurant that I was going to. Shouldn't you, like, stop the car and pull
or
over
at least
and try to
turn
recalibrate?
around and go back the way you came or something? I don't know.
Yeah.
But no, she is blindly following the sat nav, and to which I mean, you kind of deserve it. If you didn't have enough sense to stop, you kind of deserve what's coming for you.
Oh, this just reminded me of
the
The
sat
Office.
nav wasn't even working at all. Like, the navigation was just not, recalculating the whole time. And then when it does, like, she tells Linda that her GPS is going insane, and Linda's like, sorry, I can't really help you with that.
Yeah, which is
She's
rude.
like, okay then. And then
Linda's busy. It's fine.
And then finally the GPS actually does come up with a route, and it's like, turn left now. And she goes, now? And she just yoinks the wheel to the left and just drives right into the water. It's like...
She drives her car into a fucking lake.
Again, did she not see the water in front of her, the bridge illuminated in front of her, and go, maybe I should slam on the brakes?
It's just like The
I
Office.
mean, she
I'm
wasn't
telling
paying
you
attention.
guys.
She was like looking at her phone.
Okay, what happened in The Office?
I keep forgetting you haven't seen it. In The Office, Michael Scott literally, like, his GPS tells him to turn right, and so he just turns right, and he drives into a lake. Because it's telling him to turn right at the end of the road, but that's not what it said, and so he just drives into a lake.
Okay.
So it's literally the same thing.
Yep, literally the same thing.
Right, so now that she has an actual emergency, the woman, whose name is Kirby, calls back and gets May. And so May has to talk her out of her sinking car.
It's not sinking very quickly, but it is sinking. She doesn't have anything to break the window
sinking.
with. She can't open the door. May kind of talks her through what she's going to do. So she's got to wait for the pressure to equalise.
I did love that, like, May's asking her, is there anything you can break the windows with? And I just flashed back to, like, the beginning of season 3, when Athena's getting tools out of the back of the car, because Bobby has equipped all of their cars with, like, window breaking
that's right.
tools.
Yeah.
We did talk about that.
Yeah,
This
May's
woman
like, what do
did
you mean you
not
don't have a fully fitted out kit in your car? Didn't your stepdad
Didn't
put
your
that in there?
stepdad?
Like, isn't that what he's for?
Yeah.
Apparently not.
And she didn't remember that you can take the back of the headrest off the back of your chair and use that to break the window.
Yes. And May didn't tell her that either. But that's not the plan. The plan B is to wait for fire rescue to come and rescue her. Plan A is to rescue herself, which entails allowing the car to completely submerge so that the pressure between the outside of the car and the inside of the car is equalized, at which point Kirby will be able to open the door and then, as May says, kick, kick, kick for the surface.
Yeah.
Which sounds like a workable plan, except for when Kirby then goes to execute it, she opens her door and then another car crashes into her.
As it does, you know.
Because someone else was idiotically following their sat-nav and drove off the edge of the
Michael
port.
Scott arrived, it's fine.
But in the middle of all of this, other cars crashing in and headlights throwing light into the water, we see someone dive into the water, and it's Buck and Eddie. Like, if I was underwater and then I saw Buck and Eddie in the window, I'd be like, have I arrived in heaven?
Damn, I died.
What's happening here? Yeah.
I didn't listen to that dispatcher, but that's okay because there's two beautiful angels just in front of me.
Angels are here to rescue me. But they do rescue her. Oh, so this is ridiculous. So there's like the 118 are there and they're rescuing people because there is a huge line of cars that are waiting to drive into the water because their GPS has told them to.
Yeah, like everybody in LA has no brain, and because their machine has told them to turn left, they have all ended up in the exact same spot.
Oh
Yeah.
my God.
Because apparently they all use the same GPS system, which is an app called Go Anywhere.
Well, I mean, I guess they can't really product place Google in. So all the cars have got to have the same app, that they use.
Yeah. So we cut after they get Kirby out of the water. We realise that everybody is stupid. We cut to Channel 8 News, who is telling us that the representatives from the SatNav app claim that it's a bug in their system. Taylor's kind of calling bullshit on that.
They say it was a bug with the newest update.
Yes.
Buck does not care.
Because he is in bed with Taylor.
Yeah, they're in bed
I'm
watching
assuming
TV. Taylor is watching the TV. Buck is trying not to watch the TV.
But Taylor also has her laptop open and she's researching while she's watching the news report. She's in her underwear.
Girl is working.
And Buck looks... Yeah, she is. And Buck looks incredibly put out that, you know, she's in her underwear in bed with him, but she's not paying any attention to him.
Yeah.
And he actually snatches her laptop off her to force her to pay attention to him.
He's such a child.
Which does not work because she kisses him to placate him and then takes the opportunity to steal his phone, uses his face to unlock it, and then continues working on his phone.
I always feel like that's so cheeky, using someone's face to unlock their phone. It's like, come on. So rude.
But, like, seriously, like, she's sitting in bed, like, when we say she's wearing a bra, like, why? Who wears a bra in bed? No one wears a bra. As soon as you walk in the house, you flip that thing off.
It's television, Alice. You can't sit there with your boobs out on TV.
Oh, no.
You can on HBO.
Not on this time slot.
Okay, but it's like, let's assume that they're in bed and they're either supposed to be going to sleep or they've just had sex. Why is she in a matching bra and panty set in either of those situations? If she's going to sleep, she'd be in her jammies, which might at this point be she stole one of Buck's t-shirts.
Yep.
And if they've just had sex, she'd be fully naked with, like, the sheet tucked up under her.
Like, I totally
armpits.
imagine, like, Buck, like, she got home or Buck got home and the TV was on and Buck's like, oh, let's get nasty. And then the news report came on and she's like, wait. And she's already, like, mostly undressed. And he's like, no, but we were doing the thing. Can we just finish doing the thing? God damn it.
You have to admit that these are the same writers who later in this episode have a woman come home after wearing high heels all day and continue to wear the high heels as she wanders around her house and then continues to wear her high heels into the bathroom as she's running her bath.
There was not a woman in this writing room at all, was there?
There's no woman in the world would do that.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyway, yeah, this scene is very hot for, like, a moment. It's at least hotter than Eddie and Anna's math scene, so...
Hey, at least Taylor stole Buck's phone and used his face to unlock it while he was still awake and didn't wait for him to be unconscious.
It could have been worse, yeah.
Do you reckon Buck taught her this move? Or was it Chim's fingerprint?
He used fingerprint for
it was
Chim.
fingerprint back then? Yeah, cool.
Yeah, but
like,
still.
he totally told Taylor. He's just like, oh yeah, so then I, like, snuck into the thing and used... And Taylor's just like, sweet! Unlock.
But the point of that scene is that Buck has the Go Anywhere app on his phone and Taylor is using it to work out when the last update was, because apparently the last update is what caused the bugs, according to the representatives of the app. But Taylor discovers that the app last updated 2 weeks ago, which doesn't explain why everything happened tonight.
I love Buck's blood is not in his brain, and he's just like, no, all the accidents happened today. And she's like, that's not fucking okay. All right, sweetie, just go back to bed. It's fine.
He is not equipped to deal with Taylor Kelly.
Right now,
his little socks.
His brain is elsewhere. But Karen knows what's
thankfully
up.
there are other members of the cast who have brains. Yes, Karen knows exactly what's going on.
Yeah, Karen, the one member of this entire cast who has a brain, knows a guy.
Yeah, and Michael's like, you know a guy?
I love that. It
just
was
because
such
I'm
a gay
lesbian.
man to a lesbian.
I know.
Like, it was so perfect. That was the only realistic part of this whole episode, is Michael asking the lesbian, you know a guy? And Karen just goes, I'm an engineer, Michael. I know a lot of guys. Oh, it was great.
So apparently Karen's guy has told her that Go Anywhere got hit with a cyber attack. And Go Anywhere has not been the only one. There was a defense contractor in Texas last week, and the week before that, a big company in Michigan got hit. She keeps calling it ransomware, but it's not ransomware at this point. It's just a cyber attack. They've just been hacked. Because ransomware is something very specific. At this point, it's just being hacked.
Yeah, later on they do ask for money though, right?
Later on, definitely there is a ransomware attack, but this one is not, as far as we know, ransomware. Michael is all aghast, like, why haven't we heard about this? And Karen's like, it happens every day. Like 4,000 cyber attacks happen every day. You don't hear about all of them. And Michael's again sort of clutching at the pearls, and like, but you know, we're safe though. There's backups, there's redundancies, there's firewalls. And Karen's just all doom and gloom. And she's like, no, there's nothing you can do.
I actually like this conversation because it's actually quite realistic in that, like,
it's smart.
You think that there are, like, everything is backed up and safe and in the cloud and everything, but like any part of it could come down at any time. You know, like we know that the AWS was like crashed the other week and a bunch of websites went down. Like that, even distributed cloud infrastructure is not foolproof.
Oh, so many people were mad because Snapchat went down. Like, it was awful.
Yeah, it's worrying, but also there's a lot of people who know what they're doing with this sort of thing to like fix things quite quickly. So hopefully the whole of society won't collapse in a hurry, you know.
I'm kind of with Karen. I don't know, maybe it's because of the media I consume growing up, but I'm always expecting that it's going to be like Dark Angel tomorrow, and like an EMF bomb is going to take out all the computer systems, and we're going to have to go back to analog everything. So don't put all of your trust into computers.
Did you grow up in the Cold War?
I'm not that old. Fuck you. Respectfully, lovingly.
Yeah, well, I've got a whole heap of stuff in Google, so if Google goes down, then bye. You know, like...
Google will go down and Ellen won't care about anything except the fix.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, my emails.
Like emails? Who cares?
I don't care about the emails.
AO3's down permanently.
All of my millions of words are gone. Anyway, yes,
yes, so
wife
I'm
is the
with Karen.
apocalyptic
I am
doomsayer.
the apocalyptic doomsayer, yes.
Yeah.
And Tony, because apparently Tony is at this breakfast, so it's not just Hen and Karen and Michael and David. They've invited everybody for breakfast at the
For a second I was like, who the
Athena
fuck's
residence.
Tony? And then I remembered you mean Hen's mum.
Hen's mum.
Yeah, Hen's mum. It's okay. I've just forgot her name. I was like, who the fuck is Tony?
You said you wanted to marry her in the last episode. What? You've forgotten her already?
I've forgotten her already.
No, I think she had issues with marrying Tony because then she couldn't have sex with Hen.
Exactly.
Unless she got
Then I
into a
couldn't
very
have Hen.
specific subset of porn.
Right.
So Hen's mum, aka Tony, announces that she's going to need something a little bit stronger than coffee if she's going to have to listen to all of this stuff. So Athena gets up and comes back with a whiskey bottle so that everybody's coffee can be Irish coffee.
What time of the morning is this? And also, the children are there.
Yes, the children are there because they come in because their iPads are frozen and they can't play their games.
Yep. Oh no, Roblox is down.
So that is apparently signalling it is the end of the world because Roblox is down. And Athena quips that if the world is going to end, she would appreciate that it does so before 11 o'clock tomorrow morning. And Hen, who is apparently her bestie, says, why? What's happening at 11? Which I know is exposition. I know it's a way to get the transition. But Hannah, you seriously telling me you don't know what is happening at 11 tomorrow morning?
Yeah, like, it'd make more sense if Tony asked. But,
Yes.
like, Hen should
or
know.
maybe David.
Yeah, David doesn't get to say anything in this scene. Could have got him.
Hang on, is David there?
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah, he's there. He's sitting next to
Oh,
Michael.
I did not... Yeah,
He doesn't
cool.
say
Did
anything.
not...
Yeah.
Clearly. He did not notice he was there at all.
He doesn't get... It's like him and Ravi. They are there on scene, but they don't get paid because they don't say anything.
I did actually see Ravi in the credits, and I was just like, Ravi was there?
Yeah,
Clearly I watched this episode
Chim
real
haul
well.
Kirby out of the water. So, like, Buck and Eddie got her out of the car, and then Chim and Ravi pulled her back up onto the port while the background firefighter kind of lurked in the background doing background firefighter things.
Right, of course, yeah, I definitely watched that scene real closely. Feel like I should mention, I had a very busy weekend, and I watched this episode with it finished 2 minutes before we were scheduled to start recording, so I don't know what's going on.
I would say that...
I'm just here for the ride this episode.
I would almost counter that you literally just finished watching it, so it should be incredibly fresh in your mind.
Yeah,
as
you would
opposed
think,
to Ellen,
right?
who watched it a
However.
couple of days ago. Anyway, 11 o'clock tomorrow morning comes along, and it is everybody's favourite time of day pre-trial motions in the state of California v. Jeffrey Connor Hudson at the LA County Courthouse, presided by the Honourable Judge Priya Atkins. Yay!
Yay. Okay.
No, I'm with you. I signed up for this show to watch hot firefighters and maybe some police and maybe some 911 dispatches. I did not sign up for a courtroom drama.
Courtroom drama, yeah.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, that's what we get for most of this episode.
I mean, you don't if you walk off and do chores while it's happening.
Maybe that would have been a good idea. Yes, Athena and Lou Ranson are there. They're watching the proceedings. They bring in the realtor rapist
I don't
guy.
even know if people are allowed to come in for pre-trial motions, because it's not actually a trial. So should the gallery be open?
Yeah, I don't know why there's so many people.
I don't know anything about what goes on in courtrooms, so I was just like, whatever.
So this is the trial before the trial. So there are some things that the defense and the prosecution want to hash out before it goes before the jury, because there are things that they need to have a judge rule on, but they don't want a jury to see it. So, for example, in this case, the motion would be to suppress the evidence. So they don't want the jury to know that there was evidence, because then the jury is going to want to see the evidence, and they're going to take the evidence into consideration even after the judge has ruled that it's inadmissible. So the judge is going to make a ruling on the evidence now, and then they can move to trial, either with the evidence or without the evidence, depending on how the judge rules.
Okay.
Sure.
But the kicker is that before the state can start putting its motions forwards, Jeffrey fires his attorney and says that he wants to represent himself, which nobody is happy about.
Yep. I would care more, but I just don't. But yeah, basically, rapist dude fires his attorney, decides that he wants to represent himself and interview all the witnesses himself, and obviously, like, that's not ideal for the women that he raped that are there as witnesses.
Yeah, the state makes the case that if Jeffrey is representing himself, he will then be allowed to question the witnesses who go up on the stand, which include most of his victims, and that is tantamount to continue to abusing them further. So the judge calls counsel into chambers to do what is known as a Veretta hearing, which is basically a quick hearing to determine whether she will allow Jeffrey to represent himself.
I mean, I don't know anything about this kind of proceedings, but I feel like no judge would put, like, the victims through that. Like, with that, I don't know if that would actually happen. It just feels cruel for no reason. Like,
it does. I mean, it is cruel, but it's the right for Jeffrey to have a fair trial. And unfortunately, it has been ruled that the Supreme Court has ruled that representing yourself is part of the right to a fair trial. The state might decide not to call the women as witnesses. They might find other ways to get their evidence into the trial without having to actually put them on the stand. I don't know why they'd be putting them on the stand anyway. That's making them give evidence in court is like putting them through that abuse again.
Yeah, that is still pretty cruel.
Especially if he's in the courtroom anyway, even if he's not actually talking to them. But yeah, I don't know. Unfortunately, she does rule that he is going to be allowed to represent himself, so they have to all go back into the courtroom to continue with the pre-trial motions. And as part of Jeffrey's first motion, he wants Athena on the stand because he wants to suppress all of the evidence found at Studio Self-Storage, which was all of the trophies that Jeffrey had collected from all his victims, which is the only thing tying Jeffrey to the rapes.
Yeah, and there's not only, like, all the women who were his victims there, there's also, like, his fan club there. Like, a bunch of these women who are, like...
They're gross.
Smiling and laughing and waving at him. So, God knows why. But people are weird.
As Athena says, that they're women like that have something broken inside of them that makes them fall for psychopaths.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to leave the courtroom for a moment, and we're going to go to some kind of clothing store, upscale clothing store, where the Diaz boys are getting fitted for their suits. And thank you so much to Ana Flores for convincing Eddie to try on suits, even though he didn't need a new one, because damn, boy cleans up nice.
Yep.
Yeah, gotta say, this is probably the best part of the episode. after the Buck and Taylor Kelly scene. Obviously, that's the best part of the episode, but you know.
In this scene, Anna and Eddie had more chemistry in this scene than they ever have before. Just saying.
They haven't even kissed yet in this,
including the math thing. And he's like, I'm not supposed to be getting a new tie, and she's like, yeah, but you look so good though. It's like, damn right, Anna.
Eddie's like, you just really loved getting me dressed up, don't you? And Anna's like, yeah, and the other thing. Like, ma'am. I don't blame her.
Not gonna lie, I'm so tired. I was just like, what other thing? Oh.
That other thing.
Undressed.
Yes, undressing.
Oh, you've got a screenshot here.
Oh yeah. I finally fixed the settings that allow me, because there was something going on with my computer, and every time I took a screenshot of Disney, it would just get like the black screen. But I fixed it, and now I can get screenshots, and now I can just stare at Eddie Diaz shushing me, and I'm gonna be happy. It's fingers near mouth and suit and
gosh.
Yes. But while Eddie is having a great time, Chris is not having a good time.
I really appreciate that they put something in this episode for both of us. Like, they gave you Eddie shushing, and they gave me Taylor and Buck half naked in bed. Like, just
so
A+
nice of them.
Yeah.
It's to make up for the rest of the episode. They're just like, focus on Megan's tits and just ignore the rest of the episode. And Alice is like, yeah, okay, sure.
What? Well, sorry, I was watching the fucking Taylor scene again.
Chris also looks quite sharp in his suit.
He does, but despite what Eddie said about him being very excited to get a new suit, suddenly he's not so excited. Apparently this is the third suit that he's tried on, and he hates all of them.
I also hate trying on clothes. I get it.
The salesperson is trying to be helpful, and he says, well, why don't we get Mum over to see what she thinks?
Awkward.
And everybody's just like, well, and Anna is the one that's like, oh no, I'm not his mother. I'm just a friend. Meanwhile, Mr. I Don't Panic has gone full panic stations.
Full panic stations.
Yeah.
Like he's full of he's tugging at his jacket like it's suddenly super hot and the jacket's suddenly super tight, and his hearing gets all muffled, and there's like sweat on his brow, and his vision starts to like tunnel vision, and there's this high pitched ringing, and he can hear his heartbeat in his ears, and then boom, he's on the floor.
Yep.
And everyone's panicking, and they call 911. And I would love to have heard that 911 call, especially if it went through to like Josh or May.
Hey, Josh is there like, hang on, so someone called you his kid's mother and he had a panic. Yep, this all checks out. Nana's like, what are you talking about? And he's like, nothing at all.
Nothing.
Just gonna keep eating my popcorn here. Have you sent an ambulance? Oh shit, yeah, hang on, let me
Oh damn, the 118's too far away. Let me send somebody else.
Guess I'll send someone else. But I'm definitely telling Maddie about this later.
In my head, he sent the 136, and Lena has like got out of the ambulance and taken one look at him and gone, "Fuck, Diaz, what did you do?" But I don't know which ambulance they called, but they did call him an ambulance, because when we come back from commercial, Eddie is in a hospital with EKG leads somehow affixed to his chest, because there doesn't appear to be any stickers on them. They're just kind of artfully draped over his pecs.
I think they're very small stickers.
Aren't they supposed to be like the big
slimline
white
stickers?
ones?
They usually are, but I don't know. They're stuck to him somehow.
Yeah. But the cardiologist, Dr. Salazar, walks in and says, "Well, it wasn't a heart attack."
I'm just going back to watch that scene to see what they are stuck on. But I just need to comment first that maybe the EKG lines were all just leads were all just Bex, and they just didn't want to leave Eddie's bare chest.
Insert that meme of like the guy with like the giant chest and the little person with his face thrust between them.
Yeah.
So they, I don't know what the fuck there's like little stickers. The ones that when I was taken to hospital because they thought that I'd had a heart attack, it was just muscle spasming, but it was after the like it was during COVID when everyone was getting apparently like clots in their chest from COVID. Anyway, I had like these big circle ones.
That's what I was expecting.
Yeah, and like after they took the leads, because they've got like they're big circle ones and they've got like the metal to attach the leads to, and they took the leads off and sent me home.
Leads onto them.
And like I went straight to bed because I hadn't slept all night. Like I'd literally been awake all night. I dozed off for like 30 minutes in the hospital bed, and then got home at like 7 a.m. and went straight to bed. And then when I got up to shower, I just kept finding them. Like I found them for like 2 days. Like I took them all off that I could see, and then like a day later I was showering again, and I'm just like, how is there another? Where do they keep coming from? Jesus Christ.
They did put a lot of leads on you.
They put so many on, because I was like, oh yeah, like, but there was like another one like in the middle of my back that I hadn't seen when I was like half asleep showering the day before.
Wow.
Huh.
But yeah, they just kept coming. Mum's job is actually to put the EKG leads on, so I should send her a photo of this and just be like, what the fuck is this? And she'll be like, yeah, that's not the right sticker.
Like, what exactly are the leads connected to? Because they're meant to be connected to something. So anyway,
it looks like they're connected to something. I just don't. It's just not the big white circle ones that I had.
Yeah. Anyway, they did the EKG and it wasn't a heart attack. And Eddie is incredibly disappointed by this because he for sure thought that he was having a heart attack. And the doctor very kindly says, "Well, a panic attack can often present as a heart attack." And Eddie's like, "No, I don't panic. It couldn't be a panic attack. I don't panic." And the doctor sort of just looks at him and goes, "Because you're a guy." And Chris like, "And a firefighter."
Yeah, thanks, Chris.
Mm-hmm. But this doesn't happen on the job.
The doctor's like, they're completely irrational panic attacks. They can happen at any time for any reason. Have you experienced any lifestyle changes lately? Any stresses? And he's like, no, everything's been great, right? And looks at Anna, and Anna just sort of like stares at him.
Oh, yeah, can't think of one thing that changed recently.
This is the one that's
you.
like, yeah, he got shot.
He got shot and he started dating Anna.
So I just looked over and I've still got topless Eddie with the EKG leads on him. And I was like, oh, there is like a mark up by one of his shoulders, so like maybe that.
Yeah, it's
no,
where he
it's
got
his fucking
shot.
scar. Anyway, continue.
Kudos to makeup for putting a tiny little red mark. I think they used the same makeup when they put the mark on Chim's forehead after he got the red.
It literally looks like the same thing.
Yes. Which is supposedly I don't know what a scar would look like after 4 months, but I have a feeling that maybe Eddie has got like Wolverine healing capabilities. I don't know.
It doesn't look as bad as it probably should.
It should. Yes. So the doctor's like, yes, the sniper. That could definitely, if you're repressing everything about that could definitely have triggered a panic attack. Eddie's just like adamant. I don't even think about it. I don't panic. She's like, well, I am going to give you this delightful informative pamphlet outlining what to do if you start experiencing panic attack symptoms again. And he's like, I don't need it because I don't panic. I'm so glad that we didn't do the drinking game. We have to take a shot every time someone says the episode title, because this scene alone, I would be out of it.
Yeah,
there's a lot of times that Eddie says he doesn't panic.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, I went on Reddit to sort of look at what other people thought of this episode, and somebody pointed out that, somebody thinks that Buck is the parent to Chris, and Buck's just like, thank you. Anna, they say the same thing to Anna, and she's like, oh, no, I'm not his mother, I'm just a friend.
Just a friend.
Yep. Interesting.
Hmm.
Unfortunately, that's kind of the only fun we get. We've got to go back to Athena.
Oh, this was a scary scene. Yeah, I didn't realise what was happening until the end of it, but so I thought that it was actually happening for a while there. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? She's sleeping and in bed. I can't remember if Bobby's there. Yeah,
He's not, and that's kind of what clued me that she gets up and she's getting her gun out of her gun safe, and Bobby doesn't wake up and go, hey, what are you doing?
Yeah, what the fuck are you doing?
Which would be exactly what would happen if this actually happened in real life for them. Yeah. Not like in real life. Because... Anyway, yes. She gets a gun out of a gun safe. She goes downstairs. The back door has been left ajar. So Athena closes it, locks it, turns around, and gets attacked by Jeffrey, who has apparently snuck into the house in the middle of the night. So she
behind the fireplace that was knocked down like 2 seasons ago, but then magically rebuilt itself.
Michael rebuilt it exactly the same way he built it the first time.
Yeah, and then Jeffrey throws Athena around a bit, so crashing her against the walls and things. And then she drops her gun, and Jeffrey picks it up and points it at her and says bye-bye, and then bang, she wakes up. And she's actually in her bedroom.
But it was all a dream.
She's alone in bed this time.
That's only because Bobby's in the kitchen.
It's it's a big sort of tone change here, because she sort of wakes up all in a panic and whatever. Panic,
Yeah, this scene was kind of disorienting. Like, I don't know if they meant to do it like that, but I don't know, it was weird. Yeah,
because she starts out not really knowing what's going on, and then she walks into the kitchen and suddenly it's all domestic and I guess that's what happens when you have bad dreams, though. You snap out of them pretty fast. If, after you wake up, it fades away.
Or she's putting on a brave face because Harry is there.
Well, yes, she's doing that.
And he's making pancakes with cheese.
Ricotta.
Bobby's so cute, the way he pops out. It's not actual cheese. It's ricotta. I want pancakes with ricotta.
They do sound good.
Instead, we have to go back to the courthouse and watch Jeffrey question Athena. And I'm not going to lie, he's not wrong. I don't like him. I hate that the episode kind of makes us side with Athena, or tries to make us side with Athena, but he is not wrong. And basically his, the whole gist of his motion is that Athena is a dirty cop who possibly planted that evidence, and to basically blame Jeffrey for the attacks, and all of that evidence should be suppressed because Athena cannot be trusted.
Yep. And to be fair, she did arrest a minor.
Yeah, he pulls out all her greatest hits, including the 16-year-old who was bullying May, and who, bullied her so hard that May attempted suicide.
Yeah, he's just basically giving her shit for her misconduct and like she
But
shouldn't.
The thing
be
is,
allowed
we
to
have
give
also
offense.
given her shit for her misconduct.
Yeah.
He is absolutely not wrong, and any good defense lawyer would be using Athena's past against her. I just don't like the way that the episode sets it up, that like Jeffrey is the one questioning her, and he's trying to like win against Athena, and because it's like Jeffrey bad, therefore Athena is good, and we have to side with Athena, even though objectively he's right.
Yeah, it's very weird. And then like Athena says, "I'm good police," and I'm like, "Is this is after the ACAB movement, right?" Like,
do we need to like roll the tape of like? Do we remind you about when you intimidated that shop owner during the earthquake?
Yeah.
Yes. So the judge takes a recess to consider whether to suppress the evidence the evidence obtained during the illegal search by a rogue cop with a history of misconduct.
Oh yeah, because she also didn't have time to turn her body cam on.
Yeah, I don't know why she wasn't, because she was going in there without a warrant and stuff. Did she decide not? Like, I don't care. I don't know why I'm bothering to defend her.
Yeah,
I don't care. Let's just go on.
But yes, he certainly like points out all the reasons that Athena did the wrong thing, which she does actually have a history of doing. So, anyway, we go to LAX.
Yeah.
We do. And specifically we go to the air traffic control tower at LAX, where they are doing air traffic control-y things. And it looks like they're doing a very good job. Everybody is calm. Nobody is panicking.
Yep.
Until a plane that is designated in their system as LTY-226 stops responding to radio calls and then disappears off the radar screen. Like, bloop, completely disappears.
Didn't need that plane anyway. It's fine.
And then every other plane disappears off the screen as well.
Didn't need those planes either.
You do when you're a traffic control person and you are in control of who's landing. But
I should I'm laughing about this, but I also am the one that checks flight radar every time a plane goes overhead, and I'm like, oh, what is it? So like, I'd also be sad if they went off the radar, and I don't even I'm not even responsible for the lives on board.
But the supervisor does not panic.
Yeah, she's very calm.
She's very calm. She tells everyone to keep their heads. She's not barking out orders, but she's giving orders to ensure that somebody in the surrounding area has eyes on all of these planes. Which is fine until LTY-226 comes back on the screen, which you would think would be a good thing, except they are not where they were before. They are now on a direct collision course with the tower. And they are still unable to hail the pilot.
And they don't have time to evacuate, and they can't evacuate the airport. So she's just like, brace for impact. So they all like are climbing under their desks and putting their hands over their head kind of thing.
It's stupidly, I mean, I know that they explain this, but like that the cloud cover is low, there's smog, there's zero visibility. But again, they're not looking out the window to see if there is an actual fucking plane coming at them. They're trusting their computer.
I mean, they were trying, but the cloud cover is very, very bad.
Okay, but if it's that bad, should any plane be flying?
Well, I mean...
Because the pilot wouldn't be able to see anything either. The pilot would be flying blind and absolutely trusting in air traffic control to get them down.
I don't know. I'm not an air traffic controller.
I think they can land in fog like pretty reliably with their, instruments and whatever, but still...
Assuming their instruments are working?
Yeah.
And haven't been hacked?
I mean, that does not happen very often, hopefully. But in this case, they're all bracing for impact.
Which, by the way, is just crawling under their desk.
They keep calling out, like, pull up, pull up, pull up. And then nothing happens. And finally, Nick actually looks out the window and there's no plane. And
there's nothing. It's nice and calm.
And one of the other air traffic controllers who was charged with calling the other control centres and other air traffic control towers says that they have eyes on all of the planes. They've all rerouted the planes away from LAX. Everything is safe. Everything is fine.
They're all just chilling. We're all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then everyone cheers because they all thought they were going to die, and then they didn't. So, yay. The supervisor actually says, no reason to panic. Drink.
Yeah,
Tell that,
no reason to
tell
panic.
That to Nick.
I just checked my notes about season 5 that I wrote originally because I hadn't actually looked at them yet. Mm-hmm. And I love that I actually mentioned the fact that they fixed the fireplace when Jeffrey was hiding behind the fireplace in my original notes. Like, it was like 2 seasons late, but to be fair, I did binge the whole show. But
you noticed that the fireplace was back, did you?
Yeah, like, I even noticed then that they smashed the fireplace up, and then, like, this was the first time that I noticed that it was back exactly like it was.
Yeah.
I'm very observant while watching the show, clearly.
So Nick, who's one of the other air traffic control people, looks like he's having a panic attack. He's holding onto his chest and, like, breathing heavily, and then he just falls over and everyone's like, is he okay? So,
spoiler alert, he is not okay.
He's not okay. The 118 arrive.
Luckily, because they're in air traffic control, someone knows CPR.
Yeah, the supervisor, who was kept calm through the entire thing, is doing chest compressions.
Yeah.
And as Bobby approaches, she's like, here's all the facts. Like, this is Nick. I'm his supervisor. He's been unconscious for 8 minutes. I've been doing chest compressions. I can't get a steady pulse. So at least he has one. It's just erratic.
Yeah. Good job, supervisor. I don't think you have a name, but good job.
Her name is Soup.
Soup?
That's what Nick calls her. Soup.
Oh, supervisor.
Supervisor.
Yes.
Her name is Soup.
I was definitely thinking soup as in, like, the food, and I was like,
as
that's...
in Campbell's? No.
Yeah. And then I was like, did they just add a P on, like, they're like, oh, the supervisor of dispatch is Sue, so we'll just throw a P on there and I'm sure it'll be fine, no one will notice. And then I was like, oh, as in supervise. Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yep, I got there eventually. It just took me a minute.
So the Soup moves away so that the 118 can take over care for Nick. And then weirdly, I think there's something in the air at the air traffic controller because, like, Nick's not panicking and then all of a sudden Eddie starts to not panic. Like, there's this moment where it looks like he's about to keel over as well until Chim sort of snaps him out of it. And so they get the funny machine onto Nick.
Eddie glues the wires onto him.
Maybe that's how they...
Yeah, maybe the paramedics glued the wires onto him while he was...
Maybe. Anyway, so they
that
they
must be a
shock
bitch to
Nick.
get out of your chest hair.
It's okay. They very helpfully put it around his chest hair. Not that I
Maybe
still
that-
have it up on the screen or anything.
Oh.
Maybe that's why they didn't put the stickers on, because then it would get caught in Ryan's chest hair and leave patches, and they couldn't risk him having patchy chest hair.
And unlike
refuse
Oliver,
to shave.
Ryan does not shave his chest. Yeah.
Maybe.
Anyway, yeah, so they're all, like, doing... I don't know why Eddie's gluing the wires to him, because Hen's literally just standing around doing nothing.
Oh, she's gawking. She's looking at the air traffic controllers going, shouldn't you all be, controlling air traffic right now?
Yeah, like, Hen is doing nothing and judging the air traffic controllers who are also not doing anything.
To be fair, all of the planes have been rerouted away from LAX, so there's literally nothing for them to do.
Yeah, like, of course they're not doing anything, but I don't know what Hen's excuse is.
So they get Nick squared away, and then all of a sudden, Mike/Rudy, one of the other air traffic controllers, he suddenly collapses.
Why is it Mike/Rudy? Do they not know his name?
No, because when their supervisor was giving orders, she's like, blah, 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 do this, blah, 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 do that. Mike, Rudy, do this. And then the camera pans to Nick and this guy. And I thought this guy was possibly Mike, but no, it was Nick. So the other dude, therefore, by default becomes Mike/Rudy, because I don't know which one it is.
Oh, Mike or Rudy. Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe his name's Mike Rudy.
So they get, Bobby gets on the radio, calls for another gurney, because they need to transport 2 victims now. And the supervisor asks as they're wheeling them out of the tower, are they going to be okay? Bobby's like, yep, they're both responsive, vitals look good. Somebody tells Soup that the system's rebooting and everything's coming back to life.
Every time I hear Soup, I picture Soup.
That's what they call her!
Cool.
It could be worse. I downloaded the transcript, and the literal, like, in the transcript, it's SUP, and I thought it was sup. I'm like, yo, sup. I don't know if that's better or worse than soup, but... So the system comes back up, but the system doesn't come back up the way that it should. Instead of the, like, Windows 11 or whatever they're up to loading onto the monitors, instead this...
Sup, I have Los Angeles Center.
This animation of a pokey machine, like a slot machine, comes up and spinning rapidly, and then the words "you lose" show up on the screen. And a computerized voice says, "You lose, all your systems belong to us. To get them back, send 25 million, click the link below."
Yeah, all your base.
There is no link.
Us.
Yeah, I was going to say.
I was so expecting. I was expecting all your bases are belong to us.
I'm so glad that you're all.
Yeah, we were all on the same page with that.
So many of my references are lost, and you both guys. Oh, this is the best day of my life. This must be what Chim feels when someone else understands his pop culture references.
It's because it's the elderly internet, you know, like the old magic. But also the ransomware, like the little face that pops up on the thing is very Jurassic Park, like, you know, he like... Yeah. I was like, oh, I feel really old.
Well, apparently the face that popped up is also like a throwback to like an 80s hacking incident.
Right.
Because this, I'm not going to go into it. If anyone's interested, look up Max Headroom, and specifically the Max Headroom incident. Apparently that's who this guy's face is supposed to be representative of.
Okay. I wonder if the script originally said all your base belong to us, and then someone in the writer's room didn't understand what that meant, and they're like, oh, okay, I guess we'll change it.
Someone went through and corrected the grammar and went, wait, that's not how it's supposed to be.
That's not right anymore.
Or could you imagine the writers put it in as all your bases are, like, all your systems are belong to us, and then it went to the voiceover, like ADR, and they read it with correct grammar.
The Spanish
and then the writers are watching the episode, and then they hear all your systems belong to us, and they went, no, that's not how I wrote it. It ruins the joke.
You're ruining the joke.
But anyway, this is actually a ransomware attack because they are now holding the air traffic control hostage. And that is apparently too much for Soup, who also collapses with a not panic attack.
Rip Soup.
And so they're going to need another gurney.
Yeah, so in a way it's probably good that LAX is down because there's no one left to control the traffic.
Yeah.
They're all at the hospital.
I was fully expecting at this point for there to be something in the tower that was systematically knocking everybody out.
I thought the same thing. I'm just like, is there something like happening? But no, they just did it for dramatic effect. Like,
what are the odds of 3 people in a row, one after the other, dropping with heart attacks?
Well, I mean, air traffic control is a very stressful job.
Yeah, so they should be used to this shit.
And they thought they were about to die. So maybe it was just all too much.
It's not like they got shot 4 months ago.
I call bullshit on it anyway.
Okay.
They're just really digging it into Eddie about how not to
everybody
panic.
Panicking.
Yeah.
Okay, so while the 118 are out at LAX, shit's going down at LA County Court.
Mm-hmm.
Because they are back to, the judge is about to deliver their decision on the pretrial motion, except everybody's phones And I'm so glad that they have Athena say the line, I knew I turned this off, because nobody should have a phone in the courtroom. Like, there is actually a sign later on when you see people trying to get into the court where it says no weapons and no phones. So nobody should have a phone in the courtroom, or they should all be turned off. Every single person in the courtroom has a phone, and they all start buzzing and ringing and alerting.
Mm-hmm.
We don't find out why. Maybe they're all calling 911, who knows?
Probably.
And while the judge is pissed that, like, everybody's phones are going off, another defendant is brought up from the holding cells. And the judge is like, what are you doing here? And the bailiffs are like, we're so sorry, there was a scheduling mishap. We thought that he was due to be brought up.
The computer said that he was due to be brought up.
And then 2 more defendants are brought up to the courtroom. And so while the judge is ordering everybody to clear her courtroom, defendant number 1 freaks out and goes, nah, I'm in court. I want my case heard. I don't care that you're not my judge. I want my case heard. So he starts freaking out. All of the bailiffs and security guards try to go to calm him down because he's literally lunged at the judge. Defendants 2 and 3 take this opportunity to make a run for it, not realizing that Athena is sitting in the gallery. So she just, like, steps into their path and pulls out a service gun. And they're like...
Isn't it no phones, no weapons? Because Athena now has a phone and a weapon, but sure.
I'm assuming that she gets special treatment because she's in, like, full uniform. And she is a cop.
Yeah, and she was just accused of being a dirty cop anyway.
They've managed to control defendant number 1, defendant number 2, and number 3 get scooped up by the bailiffs. They all get escorted out of the courtroom. So there are no more defendants left in the courtroom, including Jeffrey, because Jeffrey is no longer in the courtroom.
Yep, Jeffrey just bailed.
So to speak. And it's because he's wearing a suit to defend himself. He looks like, respectable person and has hightailed it out of the courtroom out of the courthouse with no one paying him any attention.
Yeah, where did he get the suit from?
I'm assuming his lawyer would have brought it for him because he would have needed a suit when it went to trial eventually.
The others weren't wearing suits anyway.
Because this is pre-trial, so there's no jury for it to be prejudicial.
Yeah, okay. Except there is a jury. There is fan club.
This is fan club, which again, why I'm questioning, why do they allow, like, the gallery for pre-trial motions?
Regardless, the accused rapist is vanished.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Athena and Lou go after him. They split up. Lou goes further into the courthouse in case he's, like, escaped out the back. Athena goes out the front, where it is absolute chaos. Traffic lights are completely non-functional. The clocks outside the front of the courthouse are spinning, and if anybody would like to explain how hacking into the, like, LA County courthouse / county government affects clocks, I would love to know. ATMs are spitting out money left, right, and centre. It's like fountains of free money, which of course everybody is scooping up, and Jeffrey is taking advantage of the chaos to make a break for it.
Mm-hmm.
Except somehow Athena manages to catch sight of a man in a dark suit, roughly the same height as him, roughly the same hair colour as him, and I was so expecting this to be a fake out. For Athena to go racing after this guy and grab him and spin him around, and it's not Jeffrey, because Jeffrey's, like, absconded. Except she starts after this guy, and the dickhead turns around and confirms to Athena that it is actually Jeffrey. So he goes running, she starts running, and Angela starts cursing out the scriptwriters who made her run. Because not only is she running, but she's running in, like, a full LAPD belt, which those fuckers are heavy once you've got your gun and your radio and your pepper spray and everything attached to them.
Mm-hmm.
And, like, the woman is beautiful, but she's still, like, 60s. So...
Yeah. She doesn't run far before, like, then a car... Okay, this is stupid. There is a car that turns on and starts driving on its own, which I like. This is what, 20...
This is 2021.
21? Yeah.
Yeah, there were
So
self-driving
definitely there
cases,
were
I'm pretty
self-driving
sure.
cars then, yeah. Not very many, but they were around.
But it's not just that it starts driving, it's that it mounts the footpath and makes a beeline for Athena.
Yeah.
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 Which at this point, Ellen, did you think, or do you think, that everything that's going down with the ransomware and the hacking was to enable Jeffrey to escape?
It's happening everywhere, not just wherever Jeffrey is. So I'm guessing at the moment that it's not any, like, he just happens to be in this episode at the same time. So he's taking advantage of the fact that everything is broken. But at the moment, it also feels like the ransomware attacks or the hacking in general is just geared to make, like, everyone as annoyed as possible. There's no method to anything. Like, there's no reason. The only demand they've made is the air traffic control system that we know of anyway.
And their bases.
Yes, the bases that belong to us. So, yeah, I mean, it's pretty weird so far.
Okay. Because my brain is still convinced that there is a connection between the two of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's the car mounting the footpath and going after Athena that I just cannot get over. Because if they are two separate incidents, why did the car go after Athena? Why did it stop moving?
Cops.
Yeah, no, I thought it was just a wrong place at the wrong time situation where all of the electric cars turned on in the street and rove
and they all
in random
went after
directions.
Athena?
Yeah, they all hate cops.
No, she just
Too
happened to
many
be running
speeding
along the
tickets.
footpath and it jumped like, self-driving cars don't do that in the first place. But I mean, if it was malfunctioning, I guess maybe it would do.
Yeah. I don't know. My brain still wants to believe that the two of them are connected. It's just like, because every other, it feels too coincidental for the two things to be happening simultaneously. And like, I know you said that it was happening everywhere, but I feel like that I've seen movies and TV shows where shit like this happens everywhere, and it's in order that no one can pinpoint the one location that is the important one. That, like, distract them, scatter them, spread their resources so they can't focus on the area that we don't want them to focus on.
So you've seen the rest of this storyline. Are you saying we never find out if they're connected? Or is that too much of a spoiler to ask at this point?
I literally have no memory.
Back to the Maddie apartment.
Okay, we'll find out eventually.
Back to the Maddie apartment. Maddie has slept through this entire thing, including her lunch with Josh and that doctor's appointment that she told Chimney that she was going to go to.
Whoops. Josh calls her and wakes her up.
Which is rude, but okay.
Yeah. Like, I don't know what G's doing.
I guess he didn't know she was sleeping. Yeah.
G must be the best baby. Like, G has gone from colic baby.
Yeah, G's gone from never sleeping ever to just being asleep 24/7, apparently.
Or happy just to lay in her crib while her mother sleeps.
Yeah.
So Josh is calling to cancel lunch because...
shit's going down.
It's the apocalypse, because cell phones become self-aware, and now the airport's hit, and now it's the apocalypse, so he can't make it to lunch. So he tells her that they'll get lunch when this thing blows over, and Maddie's like, what thing? So she decides to turn on the news, which all of the TVs in the show are automatically tuned to Channel 8.
Well, obviously. What else are we going to watch?
And every single time...
Maddie's got to make sure that Taylor's okay for her younger brother, so she always has it to Channel 8. It also senses when Taylor's on, and is just like, quick, turn the TV on.
Because funnily enough, Taylor's on the TV reporting about the ransomware attack. To which Maddie goes, oh, well, I guess your daddy's going to be pretty busy today then. To G, of course.
Not to Taylor.
Not to Taylor.
Oh, Taylor, your daddy's busy today.
Ew.
No, Maddie, no.
Wait. Taylor, older or younger than Buck? I always read her as older.
Yeah, she
I
does
always read her as
feel
older too. Also, Buck just does not read as a daddy to anyone.
No. No.
Oh, that's funny.
Eddie, yes. Buck, no.
I mean, Eddie is a dad, so...
Eddie, but he's not a daddy. But he could... Nope, not going there. Right. Okay. Now, I know that traffic in LA is bad on a good day. I know that traffic, when all of the traffic systems have been knocked out and it's chaos on the roads, that it would be even harder. But for some reason, it has taken the 118 hours to get the people from LAX to whichever hospital it is that they're favouring, because night has fallen. Just as the 118 are wheeling in the air traffic controllers.
No, the cloud cover's just real bad, okay?
No, it's literally night.
Maybe they got ramped. They had to wait outside here.
Yeah, they've been ramped. They've for some reason gone from LAX to the Melbourne hospital. And they've been ramped.
Just, really kick Eddie while he's down. It's the same hospital that he was taken to. And
the same doctors.
And the cardiologist is apparently patrolling the emergency department because, or maybe they've brought them all straight up to cardiology. I don't know. But they're all brought in, and Dr. Salazar is told that it's 3, not even 3 suspected MIs, but 3 confirmed MIs. And she's like, oh, fuck, just put him anywhere. I don't know where we're going to put him. Wait. I know you. Diaz. I didn't expect to see you so soon. And Eddie's not panicking.
Yeah.
Eddie's not panicking, and he's like, oh, yeah, hi, it's all good. And Buck's like, wait.
And Buck is connecting the dots. Buck is like,
wait, you know
what?
the doctor lady? What?
Oh, God. Buck's there Eddie, are you pregnant?
So the hospital is apparently a mess because everything is run by computers. They can't get into their prescription cases, and apparently no one has thought to, use the defibrillators like they did in Grey's Anatomy to break into them. They are locked out of their computers, so they don't have any charts. They have to use a stopwatch to calculate IV drip rates, and they are bagging patients by hand, because they can't use ventilator machines, because apparently they're connected to the Wi-Fi too.
oh my God.
And while all of this is going on, apparently they have a medevac helicopter on the way because someone's getting a heart transplant.
Yeah, they're ready for the transplant, but they don't have the heart. So
Yep.
They're 12 minutes out. Bobby is trying to offer help, and he's like, just tell us where you want us. And the doctor's like, everywhere? It's like, man, they're good, but they're not that good.
Considering it's only 5 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah. 5 plus and the other 2 paramedics that were wheeling. There was a blonde woman this time who they're not in turnout, so I don't get names. So there's another 2 potential hands that he could throw at them. But yeah, definitely a Band-Aid, a teeny tiny little kid's Band-Aid on a massive bullet hole.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still something. Yeah.
Yeah.
So back in the courthouse, Athena is breaking the news to the women who were the victims that the guy's gone. And she's like, systems are out all over the city. The trains, I hear they're even having trouble at the zoo. I guess that giraffe is on the loose again.
No, this is the same giraffe, I think. So this is a week earlier.
Damn giraffe.
That's why the giraffe is on the loose, because they're having trouble because someone hacked into the zoo's systems.
Yeah. Anyway, they're all panicking, a little bit.
Really?
They're not panicking at all. They don't panic.
They're not panicking. They don't
Not
panic.
No. Athena tells them to not go home, but stay with friends or family or something, and she'll tell them when it's safe to go home. They don't really have any idea where he's gone.
Lou's trying to get an idea. He's questioning Jeffrey's defense attorney, thinking that Jeffrey might have reached out to her or that she might have some idea of where he would go. And she's very defensive, I have no idea, he fired me, remember? But Athena walks in to the to Lou's office and to the like quasi interrogation, and says, "Well, what about his fan club? Would any of them harbor him?" And she's like, "Yeah, all of them."
Yeah, any of them would.
And Lou's go, like, "You don't happen to have their names and addresses, do you?" And the lawyer said, "No, but they all visited him in prison, so we could check out the visitor's log at Men's Central," which I'm guessing is on paper, or nobody hacked the prison. Because if it was electronic, then they wouldn't be able to get access to it.
Oh yeah,
because all the systems are down.
And all the like inmates would be gone, like you know, in that like the Batman movie where they all escaped.
Oh, it's a Criminal Minds episode too. Like one of the season finales is all of the really bad serial killers that the BAU put away all get released
at
once, and the BAU have to go and catch them all over again.
But no, apparently that doesn't happen. So just one guy is out, and not the whole of the prison system.
Not all of Arkham.
Yeah, that's it. I was trying to think of the name of it. I'm like, it's the prison.
So while Athena is contacting the prison to get the visitors' logs, Buck and Eddie are human ventilator machines, and Buck is trying to find out what was up with Eddie and the doctor. And he's putting two and two together. Like, she knew who you were. This is a hospital. She's a cardiologist. Did you have a heart attack?
Good job, Buck. He's been listening to Taylor's
like,
investigative skills.
Yeah. He's like, no, I'm not saying I had a heart attack. I'm saying I didn't have a heart attack. Buck's like, but did you think you were having a heart attack?
Chim and Hen walk up at this point. They've obviously, because they have, like, medical training, they've been doing the more medical stuff while these two just, squeeze the O2 back. And Hen asks if they want to tag out, if Buck and Eddie want to break. And Buck's like, yeah, Eddie shouldn't really be exerting himself right now. Glaring at Eddie.
He's so
like,
sassy.
For fuck's sake, Buck.
Yeah, he's really sassy in this episode in general. But they don't get a chance to, Buck doesn't get a chance to grill him on this because we have to go... apparently they're getting ready for the chopper to land that has the transplant heart thing.
Yeah, because there's a heart coming in a helicopter. Yeah, you remember that we only heard about that 2 minutes ago, but you remember there was a heart coming in a helicopter because that's really important.
Yeah. But before we can deal with that, we have to go back to the tense part of the episode where Lou and Athena are on the road and they decide to split up to go to the different houses of the fan club.
Because that worked out so well for Athena last time.
Yeah, great idea. Split up. She probably turned her body cam up again too. But it's okay because her radio will somehow get stuck open.
Yeah.
Okay, so Athena's headed off to Little Tokyo. Lou's going to Echo Park. The nurse is making her way up to the roof to meet the helicopter that's got the heart, because there's a helicopter coming with a heart, and that's really important. I don't know how good quality the heart is going to be, because one of the medical personnel is fucking taking the heart out of its sterile container.
Yeah.
And is playing show and tell with it.
I know you need to show us exactly what's happening.
Oh my God.
But we don't need to see the heart. We know it's a transplant.
We know it's a fucking heart. You've told us 5 million times already within the last 2 minutes that it's a transplant for a heart that's coming to the hospital. You do not need to show us the fucking heart.
And don't they have to keep it cold for not just
I would assume
not just the contamination of someone touching it, but you can't just take it out of its cool box.
No.
He's just juggling with it, kicking it around. A dog comes and eats it. So was that on? Was that on Neighbours?
In the meantime, while the helicopter is coming in, Lou and Athena are separately busting into these, not busting in, but knocking on the door and searching these women's houses.
Oh my God, it was on One Tree Hill. I did not remember it was on One Tree Hill. I seriously thought it was on Neighbours or something.
What?
What was?
Where did you go?
I said they're playing with the heart, they drop it and a dog eats it. And they're like, what was that from? And I just Googled it and it was One Tree Hill.
Okay.
Like, they
Okay.
drop a heart transplant in the hospital and a dog comes over and eats it and leaves.
What's a dog doing in the operating room?
Exactly! Like, it's literally, I think it's, like, in the waiting room, but, like...
And it makes its way through to the operating room.
No, like, they're
operating in the waiting room?
They're rushing to it and they trip over, I think.
One Tree Hill isn't a comedy, is it?
I don't know. Have you seen
Serious
Chad
show?
Michael Murray's acting skills? It's pretty damn funny. Okay.
Where am I going? Okay, yes.
Right,
Athena
yes.
and Lou turn up at these women's houses and they look like they have the creepiest smiles as they show them in, and
Oh, they're so creepy. Like, one of the women even has a romantic dinner for two set up at a table. And Lou's just looking at her going, like, were you actually expecting him? And she says, oh, I set the table for him every night. Like, damn, lady.
I mean, she looks like she's expecting, like, the police. Like, she's not bothered by the fact that there's this guy just shown up and forced his way into her house.
Yeah, so Lou's working through Cynthia's apartment, clearing the rooms, making sure that Jeffrey's not hiding there. Athena is about to do the same at the apartment in Little Tokyo, except all of a sudden the lights go out. And then we cut back to the helicopter, and the pilot starts freaking out because as they're approaching the hospital, he can see all of the lights in LA shutting off until it's like pitch black.
And he can't see the landing pad.
Except that he's fucking right above the landing pad.
Yeah, he could just...
He's literally right above
land.
it. All he has to do is go down.
Yeah. Like, it might be a
If he
slightly
was
rough
still-
landing, but it would still land.
If he was still approaching the hospital, I could understand him panicking because all of a sudden, like, the illuminated landing pad that he's aiming for has disappeared and he doesn't have the fancy controls an airplane does. He's literally flying with his eyes. But the helicopter is directly above the landing pad. All he has to do is go down, but he fucks that up. I don't know how he fucks it up. The tail rotor somehow, like, he goes down crooked, it hits something, and I don't know what is in that helicopter, again, because when he crash lands into the landing pad from, like, the 2 meters above the landing pad that he was, it shakes the whole damn hospital.
Yeah, and somehow Hen knows that it's the roof. Like, is the emergency department on the top floor? Like, how does she know that the explosions come from the roof?
Fucking heavy are helicopters that it can shake an entire multi-story building.
Yeah.
Those things are like tin cans. They, like, theoretically they shouldn't be able to fly, and yet they do.
I don't know, don't ask
It's
questions.
like that thing from B-Movie where they just didn't tell the helicopters that they couldn't fly, and so they fly anyway.
So the 118 race out into the street and they look up and they discover that the helicopter pilot has severely fucked it up and the helicopter is now dangling on the edge of the building.
Yes. So the 118 decide that it's their job to rescue this helicopter. So the generators, which they were going to go and try and sort out, but
Again,
the generators
but
will
why
have
is it
to
their
wait.
job to turn them? Why is it their job to do the generators?
Because they have to
Shouldn't-
solve all problems, apparently.
Isn't that what maintenance is for?
Exactly. But no,
Anyway,
when the 118
so-
are there, it's their
The
responsibility.
118 do everything. Right, so they're about to go up and rescue this helicopter. Lou is still clearing Cynthia's apartment.
It wouldn't be
Athena
the first
is
time
still...
they've rescued people from a helicopter.
No, because this show is not original.
Anyway, yeah.
They're like, oh, remember that time they rescued Taylor Kelly? And remember how Taylor Kelly's in this episode? We should do another helicopter.
Yeah. Anyway, so long story short, Jeffrey is not in either of the apartments. But when Athena is talking to Stepford girlfriend, crazy fangirl number 2, she lets slip that she's ranting at Athena, says that Jeffrey is the true victim in this. He didn't do anything wrong. He's blameless. It was all Athena's fault. It was all that lawyer's fault. That's why he fired that bitch. And Athena's gone, oh shit, we're in the wrong apartments. So then we cut to the lawyer bitch, who, like I said, has walked through, after being in heels all day, has come home, walked through her entire apartment, found like her emergency lamp, and then in her heels walked into her bathroom to run her bath. And it's only then does she decide to take her heels off. Tim, Mania, I need you to wear a pair of heels for the day.
I just need to just speak to a woman. Just speak to a woman.
I need you to wear a pair of heels for the day and then tell me how many milliseconds after you've walked through the front door at the end of the day are you kicking those things across the room?
Yep.
Yeah.
Because I can guarantee you that is the first thing that, like, even if you are a shoes-on household, if those shoes are heels, those things are fucking coming off. First thing you do when you walk through the door. But that's not the point of the scene. The point of the scene is that Jeffrey was not at either of his fangirl's apartment. He was at the lawyer's apartment waiting for her. And there's this weird dynamic between the two of them.
He tells her to put her shoes back on, and he thanks her for sucking. Because if... Which, out of context, sounds kind of rude.
Jesus Christ.
No, because...
Also, the poor woman just took those shoes off.
Yes!
And now he's like, put your shoes back on. And she's like, no, I just took them off. Fucking Tim made me wear them all through the house.
No, because when he said put the heels back on, I thought it was going to be like he's got this weird foot fetish, high heel sex thing.
Yeah.
And then you say, thank you for sucking. And I'm just like, oh, wow.
But no, the point was that she gave him terrible advice and he fired her. And that means that he got free. So yay for being terrible at her job.
But instead of raping and killing her, he instead takes her, I'm assuming as hostage, but she doesn't look too panicked about the whole thing.
No.
Like, she doesn't seem as... I know that there is no correct way to react to an emergency. Everyone reacts differently, but she doesn't look afraid of him.
That's because she's not.
Well, yes,
as we find out later.
But at the time, every time I start watching this scene, I'm like, ma'am, what is going on with you?
You're right. She doesn't look anywhere near as bothered as she probably could.
Yeah.
Yes. So they are going there. He's going to take her cash. They are just going to go on the run. They're going to go on the run together. They walk. Lila, who is that bitch lawyer's name, walks out the front door. Jeffrey goes to follow her and immediately gets jumped by Lou. Because Athena is very... I mean, you could say correctly, but it kind of sucks for Lou that she called him and said, I think Jeffrey's gone to Lila's house, and I'm guessing that Lou was closest. So he got there first. I mean, I say that it sucks for him because he thinks he's done a great thing. He's arrested Jeffrey. He's got him back in custody. They're all going to live happily ever after. There's this wonderful slow-mo where he's shoving Jeffrey back in the car and he's calling Athena and like, I got him. It's all good. Jeffrey's big adventure is done. He's going back to lock up. It's all over. And then as Lou is taking a moment to gloat, somebody appears behind Lou and slits his throat.
Oh, I was shocked by this. I was not expecting that.
So was Jeffrey.
Yeah.
Because Lou collapses to the ground and Jeffrey looks out the window at Lila.
He looks delighted. And I was like, no, not Lou. I liked him.
And that's where the episode ends.
Well, Athena calls the victim, one of the victims, to tell her that you can go home now because it's all over.
Oops.
Turns out it's not over.
It is not at all
it's
over.
Very not
but
over.
Nobody knows that because fun thing about having a throat slit, it's really hard to talk on a phone.
Yes.
Because, he's actively bleeding out and she's probably severed his vocal cords at the same time. So,
ouch.
Nobody knows that it's not over. But we will have to wait till next week to find out how not over it is.
And
And
have
whether
to
we
wait
get to
for
see the
next
damn
week.
animals again.
Yeah, I was going to say, next week we can find out what's going on with the animals, I guess.
That's what I'm more interested in.
And where all the people have gone.
Yeah. I don't know, maybe the ransomware turns into the zombie apocalypse.
Maybe. I mean, there were parts of the episode that were great. Like, even though there were parts of this kind of tracking down Jeffrey's scene that were annoying, it had a lot of tension. It was exciting to watch.
Like I said, well written.
Yeah.
Good storytelling. Just didn't like the story.
Yeah.
Look, I must say, when you just wander off through most of the court stuff, it's actually not too bad.
I did mention this before we started recording, and I'll go on the record that I fear that I am judging this episode by the entire season opening arc. So this episode is being damned by episode 2 and 3.
Yeah, I don't remember episode 2 and 3. What I do remember is the fucking season 9 opening.
That's a long way
that's
off.
That's like at this rate, it's maybe 2027's episode.
Oh, God. Yeah.
So I don't know whether I did dislike this episode or whether just because I know where the stories in this episode are going and I hate them so much that I'm prejudging this episode. So take everything I said with a massive salt block. Not just a grain, one of those massive blocks that they put out for horses.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, as season openers go, it was a little bit underwhelming, to be honest, compared with other ones we've had.
It definitely wasn't a tsunami, yeah.
Yeah.
To be fair, even the tsunami and the mudslide, the first episode set up the emergency. So even the tsunami, we had to get through the kids are all right. Or kids these days, or whatever the hell that fucking episode was.
That's true.
Before we got to the tsunami. And the same with the mudslide. We had to get through the damn dam is falling. And then we got the mudslide.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not mad at the fact that they took an entire episode to set up what the actual emergency is. But I am a little bit pissed that it's the end of the episode and I still don't really know what the big emergency is going to be. Is it just the ransomware attack? Yeah. Is that what the emergency is?
Well, they did a lot of setting up in this episode, I guess. We don't really see the end game. I guess we don't know what's happening. So,
but at least with the other episodes where the first episode was setting up the emergency, you had that little snippet at the end where you're like, oh shit, there's a giant wave coming, or oh shit,
there's an earthquake.
The side of the mountain has collapsed.
Yeah.
So are you telling me oh shit, Jeffrey's escaped? That's the emergency that we have to deal with for season 5? Because that's not what I signed up for. I signed up for tsunamis and mudslides and earthquakes. If I wanted to watch a serial rapist at large, I'd go watch the Criminal Minds.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, what does the next episode have in store?
The 118 springs into action when a citywide blackout and a record heatwave. Heatwave? Where the fuck did the heatwave
come from?
Have not been aware that it's been hot during this first episode.
Oh,
I mean, it is LA, so I guess.
But so the blackout is related to the heatwave and not the ransomware attack. I guess we'll find out next week. The 118 springs into action when a citywide blackout and record heatwave causes mayhem in Los Angeles. Because, mate, Los Angeles have been quite calm and cool and collected up until this point. Meanwhile, Chimney... I love that I'm just, adding in commentary to the summaries now.
I mean, you can rip it to shreds, it's fine.
Meanwhile, Chimney confides in Hen about Maddie's condition, and Athena's worst nightmare comes true.
We already knew that was happening.
The next episode is called Desperate Times, and such triggers include a child at threat, a child on a ventilator, discussions of police violence and abuse of power. I'm surprised we don't just have the generic cops tag. Gore from an animal attack. Which,
the animals are coming back.
Okay. Helicopter crash, panic attack, not heart attack, and postpartum depression. I don't know if I'm looking forward to this, but...
Yeah, I don't remember it, so...
Maybe it'll just be an unmemorable episode 2.
I just don't remember much of season 5. I don't know what I was doing during it. I didn't remember a lot of this episode, and I just watched it 2 minutes before we started recording, so I don't fucking know.
You were binging it fast by the time you got to season 5, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, I think I just went straight from season 4 to season 6 and was like, oh, this is terrible.
So welcome to That Weewoo Show, where both Alice and Ellen are watching this season for the first time, and I'm the only one who has any idea of what the fuck is going on.
I mean, I gotta say, it is nice watching the episodes one by one, like week by week, because I did binge them so fast when I originally watched them that I'm like, I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. Well, I guess at this point we can say that if episodes that are coming up, there are some of them that I am guessing that Bex and Alice both don't like. Would you like us to fast forward through the scenes that we don't like? Or shall we discuss everything?
Or do you want to continue to listen to me rant and rave about how terrible the storylines and the writing or the acting is? Because I'm quite happy to do it.
At this point, we're gonna get to like midway through season 5 and then just skip to halfway through season 7.
Well, I mean, I don't want us to get too negative, that's all.
There are some episodes in season 6 that are good.
No, I knew there'd be some bright spots in there somewhere, but just finding them is the hard part.
Yep.
All right, well, we're in season 5 now. We're in the end game now. No, not quite the end game.
Not quite the end game because they still keep making damn episodes.
Yes. Exactly. We'll never reach the end.
I can't even say we're halfway through the season because, like, for all I know, Tim's going to do season 10.
Well, they might make it all the way to season 15, like a certain other show that we know.
Oh, fuck, no,
oh, Jesus
please,
Christ.
no, Tim, no. Please stop at 10. Please stop at 10.
We're not saying we want the show to end, but we just don't want season 15 to happen.
Please just go and play with your little blorbos in Nashville. Just please.
All right, well, let us know what you thought about this episode. Did you, honestly, you can tell us exactly what you thought. It's fine. Leave us a comment directly on Spotify or on this episode's post on thatweewoo.com. You can let us know on social media too if you'd like to. Thank you for listening this week, and we'll talk to you next time about Season 5, Episode 2, Desperate Times. See you then.
Bye.
Bye.
911 is a fictional show, but many of the situations portrayed happen in the real world too. If any of the topics we've discussed in this episode have affected you, please know you're not alone. You can call or text numbers in your country for help. Just Google crisis support in your location to find out the number. If you enjoy our podcast, you can help us out by leaving us a review on Spotify or your preferred listening app, and by sharing our social media posts. Find out more at thatweewooshow.com.
Also, Ellen, if you hear chewing in this part of the track, it's because I realised I was feeding Autumn and didn't have my mic muted.
Oh.
So, I swear it's not me eating, it's Autumn eating anchovies.
Okay.
Are they good?
Fishy.
I'll have chewing on your track and I'll have like thunder rumbling in the back of my track. It's gonna be a great episode to edit.
I got a whole bunch of treats from Dog Lover's show, and I didn't want to give them too many to Autumn before the show in case she got an upset stomach from them. Like, she's pretty good, but just in case.
Yeah.
And so I was just sitting here eating a biscuit and she was watching me and I was like, oh, you can have this and this. And then I was like, oh, my mic is not muted. So she's just like... She even got some horse.
Horse?
Horse.
Okay.
Of course.
As in Farlap?
Yep. Well, probably not Farlap himself. He's stuffed at the museum, but
Yeah, no, I was just making sure that I heard the animal correctly. I mean,
Yep.
I guess they get turned into dog food, so why not?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
This one?
So, well, Autumn makes her way through the animal kingdom as an apex predator.
She's helping with the zoo, okay?
She's got some giraffe next.
Hang on. Shh.
What?
Don't hear anything. No. Your mic might be picking it up, but Discord's muting
Discord's blocking all of that out.
Yeah.
Damn, it's definitely on the Audacity track. So Ellen's
great.
gonna have
Okay,
a
I'll
great
look
time
forward to hearing that later.